Hello guys. I hope you are doing okay. Welcome back to our virtual classroom. So last time we have discussed about managing external relations. So now we are going to continue about small business ideas, creativity, opportunity, and feasibility. So you may notice some delay in my video. Please bear with me. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Siguro dahil doon sa background ng Zoom. So, thank you for bearing with me. Okay, so I will now share my screen. Okay. Ayan. Let's start with the first one. This one. Okay. So our topic for today is about creativity, opportunity, and visibility. So to start, these are the objectives for this chapter. First, to identify strategies for innovation in your business. Second, to recognize the sources of opportunity entrepreneurs draw on to get business ideas. Third, understand how creativity methods can help business owners recognize new opportunities. Four, understand the five pitfalls that hinder innovation. Five, identify how to screen ideas for business potential. Six, describe how to construct a business model canvas to assess the feasibility of your business idea. Seven, describe how to conduct a comprehensive feasibility study for business ideas. And eight, to recognize the value of building a creativity culture in your business. Okay. So, too many people class, entrepreneurship is the pursuit of opportunity. So, sabi nga nila, strike when the iron is hot. Okay, and another quote that I can remember about opportunities, sabi nila, opportunity sometimes knocks only once. So, if you did not grab it at first, syempre hindi mo na magagrab yun sa susunod. So, basically, opportunity for me is about timing. There are a lot of definitions of opportunity, but according here, it boils down to actions that you do or imagine doing in order to achieve some kind of business outcome. So this can be creating a new product or service or delivering an existing product or service where people will buy it or use it. So the search and capture of new ideas class is called opportunity recognition. And researchers believe that it might be the most basic and most one of the most important entrepreneurial behavior. So I think we have discussed in the previous chapter about entrepreneurial competency. It's a talent if you know when to strike and when to not, right? So we have here another term which is all about entrepreneurial alertness. So it's a special set of observational and thinking skills that help entrepreneurs identify good opportunities, the ability to notice things that have been overlooked without actually launching a formal search for opportunities, and the motivation to look for opportunities. So this one I really hope that we can all have. It is because para siyang din siyang talent, it's your ability to look at overlook things. Kumbaga, yung mga nami-miss ng ibang tao, nakikita mo yon. Yon. Okay. So here, this is the opportunity identification process. So basically, it's you can see here what to do. Para siyang kung sa PQT, para siyang process. Anong tawag doon? Process on how you can identify opportunity. So Gaglio and Katz found this experience entrepreneurs thought of different types of business ideas depending on the situation. So basically, kaya to ginawa, it is because for you to know what situation ka magpo-pursue ng specific strategy. Because you can see here na hindi lang type ng hindi lang isang strategy ang pwede nating gawin. Pwedeng imitative, incremental, and innovative opportunities. Okay. So it describes how the entrepreneur assess whether the situation faced is one that is same as it has been traditionally or if it is changing. So basically, if you can see here, depending on the market situation or event, this appear to be usual. If it is usual, then we should maintain status quo or existing means ends framework. So you can continue as is or you can do imitative strategies. So imitative strategies class or strategies that involve doing the same thing. Okay, ibig sabihin nun, you are going to take up strategies na ginagawa rin ng iba. You are basically imitating, just imitating. Okay, pero another thing that you can do is actually incremental strategy. So incremental strategy naman is make a lot of, ito naman, yung incremental strategy is something na meron kang kagayahin pero one or two factors of that strategy will do something better or you will improve something. So if it is something unusual, you can use innovative strategies or this is the completely new opportunities or completely new strategies that you will do. Okay, so to summarize that, imitative strategy is an overall strategy approach in which the entrepreneur does more or less what others are already doing. You are just basically copying the strategy of your competitors, and of course, incremental strategy is taking an idea and offering a way to do something slightly better than it is done presently. Another one here, I think I haven't mentioned that because it is here in the innovative opportunities. It is called the radical innovation strategy, which is rejecting existing ideas and presenting a way to do things differently. Basically, it's a new one. Ito, completely gagayahin mo. This one is meron kang something na you do something better or you improve something. And this one is a completely new or different way or approach. Okay. So the next one is this one. So to introduce, there are two ways to think about opportunities and business creation. So one is the effectuation model of entrepreneurship. I don't know if it was mentioned, but you can look at it in chapter 1 in our ebook. So in this model, you start with what you have, your skills, knowledge, and networks, and what needs you to see that you can meet by using what you have. So you talk to the people you know to find out if they can commit to your idea. If not, find out what they need and which to those needs you can do something about. So if the approach is sounds familiar, it is because that you probably the way you and your friends in your high school got into business for themselves. So once they decided to earn some money, they took stock of what they knew, but it's not just for high schoolers. It turns out that at least a subset of very serial entrepreneurs think the same way, but on a bigger scale, and you can too. So using the four-step model, yung four-step model natin class is yung feel, check, plan, do. Okay. Feel, plan, check, and do rather. So this one is parang yung sa TQM na plan, do, check, act. Okay, so first, dito is in this situation of entrepreneurship model, you recognize what you want to do or make something through business. Sorry. So, sorry. Yeah. Okay. The next is you plan. Offer your product or service to your customers and see if you get any sales. The second is, third one is check, assess what you know and will to determine your plan or product or service and your customers. And do, if you get enough sales, keep going. If not, go back to check. So basically, yung dalawa kasi na model natin dito class, mas maintindihan nyo to kapag i-discuss kayo next. Because this effectuation, ang root word niya is effect. Okay, so the second one is the causal model of entrepreneurship. So the second way to think about opportunities in business creation depends on your dreams or ideas about new or not yet created product or service. This is called the model of causal model of entrepreneurship. So basically, how do we differentiate the causal model with the effectuation this one? Okay. So ang causal class is you have the business idea. Okay. So what came first for new businesses? You have the business idea, so it's causal. You have your dream, you know what you want to do. Okay. The second type is yung effectual or effectuation is the decision to start a business because you found something na nakita mo na mayroong opportunity. That is effectuation. And of course, kapag combine ideas and decision were simultaneous. So pag business idea, it is causal, and yung decision, okay, is all about decision to start, kapag effectual is decision to start a business. Okay. So basically, we have different sources of business ideas here. And what I want you to do is, aside from what's written here, please mention some in the comment box below other sources of ideas where you can get some. So basically, number one, meron tayo kasi dito who work in personal experience. So frustrations are unprovisions from your life working or being a consumer. Okay. Ito parang, or you crave something or you want something pero wala pa na nagbebenta sa market. So ibig sabihin, this is from your personal experience. Number two is similar business. Seeing something new to you in your area and thinking about importing or copying. May mga ilan kasi na business class na, I can do something better. So, ibig sabihin na nakaisip ka ng something na i-improve. Okay. The third is chance. Chance is being in the right place at the right time. Okay. Ibig sabihin, nagkataon na meron kang kakilala, meron kang connection, etc., etc. Okay. Parang nagkataon lang na you are an entrepreneur by accident. Okay. For his family and friends, someone else has a great idea na hindi naman nila gustong i-push, pero that is a great idea for you, so you push it. Okay. 5 is education or expertise, applying what you've learned in school or develop on your own. Syempre, through this one, maybe you can develop because of this lessons, ganyan, natutunan mo, ganyan. Yan. So 6 is idea site. So idea sites have bakery, cool business ideas, watch or search online idea sites. So marami actually, pati sa YouTube. Yan, pwede mo siyang maging sources of business idea. So please comment down below. Ano pa kaya ang mga ibang sources ng business ideas natin? Okay. So, I would like to show this because nagkaroon ng parang survey out of 480 responses and they asked them what led to your business idea. So, ang pinakamarami dito is yung my experience in a particular industry or market. So, basically, siguro, actually, meron akong mga kakilala na ano sila, mga medrep, yung mga agent na nagbebenta ng mga gamot, ganyan, sa mga hospitals, mga clinics, ganyan. So, dahil yun yung area of expertise nila, ang naging business niya is siya mismo ang nagkaroon ng pharmacy or mismo nag-supply ng mga gamot. Okay, ibig sabihin nun na humiwalay siya sa ano niya, sa company nila and then siya mismo yung nag-start ng sarili niyang business. Kasi yun yung alam niya, yun yung expertise niya or experience niya doon sa industry na yun. So, yun. Ibig sabihin may market siya. Okay. Next, dito is discussions with my family and friends. Yan. So, sometimes you need push kasi. If they are okay with it, then you can really pursue it. Okay. Ano yung third dito? Close fight is yung discussions with potential or existing customers. Or meron kang mga, anong tawag dito? You would ask your friends, uy, paano pag nabenta ko ng ganito? Bibili ka ba? Magpapasupply ka ba? Actually, sa feasibility study, ganun talagang ginagawa nila. If ever po nagbebenta ako na ganito ang price, pipili po ba kayo or okay lang po ba sa inyong supplyan ko kayo parang ganyan. Okay, and fourth one is knowledge or expertise with technology. So this is very important, especially na kung ikaw lang ang meron nun. Okay. So, this one is tinatawag natin is Scamper model. Substitute, combine, adopt, magnify, put to other use, eliminate, and rearrange. So, Scamper model provides one tool you can use to help you identify new opportunities. So, it is based on the work of Alex Bourne, a pioneer in the field of creativity, who first coined the word brainstorming. Okay? So, alam niyo na kung kanino galing ang word na brainstorm, sa Alex Bourne. Parang yung spelling ng Bourne is parang Bourne Legacy, gano'n. The tool is called Scamper and it's an acronym for a set of cues that trigger new ideas for your business. So, isa-isahin natin siya. Okay, first is substitute. So, sabi dito, replace a thing or concept with something else. In substitute, think of what you might substitute for something else to form a new idea. So substitute class is a feature that allows your customers to order directly from website rather than visiting your store or order by mail is an example of substitution. So basically, you think of replacing something, for example, your way of doing things or feature of a product, ganyan. So you can search for, di ba? It's a trigger for business idea. Ah, ito pala pwedeng palitan ng ganito. Ito pala yung handle niya pwedeng palitan, mga ganyan. Or yung design, parang yung mug, na iba yung nag-iiba ng design na pag inilagay ng mainit na tubig. Pwedeng substitution yun, yung substitution ng design. So, solutions derived through Scamper clues are very way out lead to some creative ideas for solving annoying problems. Okay. So, um, so the idea trigger here, class, is what opportunities you think of that come as a result of replacing something that already exists. Yun, so mag-isip kayo in your area, in your home, alin na pwede kong palitan dito? Okay, na something na pwedeng gawing business idea. Okay. Second one is combine. So combine is think of possible combinations you can make that okay, result in something entirely different. So not long ago, if you wanted to buy a book, you went to a store that typically carried books, and if you wanted to buy a cup of coffee, you went to a coffee shop. And if you wanted to hear music, you went to a proper theater. Today, you can have all three under one roof at many establishments, including big ones such as Barnes and Noble or mga ganyan, mga coffee shop na restaurant din, ganyan. Or mga internet shop na may cafe, just like that. So, ito yung result ng combine. Wherein, for example, kahit sa phone pa lang, yung naka-invento ng phone, yung you can surf the net, you can call someone, you can take pictures. Lahat yan i-combine. It's a result of combination. So, what separate product, service, or whole business can you put together? Ano pa ba? Aside from that is yung mga 3-in-1, 4-in-1, lahat yun ay mga combine. For example, my favorite ones na meron ako dito is um, yung aking table lamp na pwede siyang maging stand ng phone, ganyan, or something like electric fan siya na pwedeng light, gano'n. So, yun lahat yung mga product nitong combine. Okay. So, ano kaya pwede mo i-combine nyo dyan sa isa, di ba? Okay. Third one is adopt. Adjust on your purpose, reshape, tune up. So, think about what could be adopted from products or services that already exist. So many successful businesses are founded on the concept of adaptation. It is a popular innovation strategy that can be just as effective and much more likely in the real world than business opportunities that are a result of radical innovation. So, pwede kang gumaya, okay, but you can already improve it, di ba? For example, ang example kasi dito yung sa tissue paper, yung too thick or too thin, ganyan. So the idea trigger here, if you would ask or if you would like to base your idea here is, what could you adopt from other industries or fields for your business? Okay. The fourth one is modify. So you can change the color, sound, motion, form, size, make it larger, stronger, thicker, higher, longer, make it smaller, lighter, slower, less frequent, reduce. So taking an existing product and changing its appearance or adding more features or increasing the hours your store is open or making its advertising more dramatic are some ways you could magnify or modify your idea. So, ang idea trigger natin dito is what could I make more noticeable or dramatic or different in some way from my competitors. It need not be in the product itself, but it could be the way you advertise or keep the customer during the transaction that becomes memorable. I remember, meron kami dati nung college ako na parang i-analyze kasi namin yung mga services, products ng mga bank. So, pumunta kami sa isang bank. Wala dito eh, parang local bank siya. Sterling Bank. Hindi. Meron sa Baguio, pero feeling ko, international bank or something. The Sterling Bank of Asia. One thing that make them different because is actually yung mga pumapasok daw sa bank nila kasi small bank lang naman siya, binibigyan nila ng kape. So, ganun kasimple, it is what sets them apart. Okay. So, next is put to another use. Change when, where, location, time, or how to use it. So, ito naman is you should think of ways you could generate a high number of opportunities for your product or service beyond what is traditionally used for. Okay, so example natin dito is yung baking soda daw na. Usually, ginagamit lang baking soda for cooking. Pero ngayon, panglinis na siya. Basta merong mga other uses of baking soda na ito, pang wash ng clothes, refrigerators that smell, a product cuts use, mga ganon. Think of other ways, di ba? Wala to, hindi lang ito pang halaman, pang mga mga ganon. Okay, so the idea trigger here is, suppose you learn that all the traditional uses for your product had disappeared and that you have trailer truckloads back with tons of product. What other uses might there be? Aim for quantity, allow outrageous ideas to flow along with more mundane ones. Who knows what new applications you may find. So yun, pwede. Think of numerous ways in order for you to market a product. Anong mga iba niyang gamit? Okay. So the second to the last one is eliminate. So search for opportunities that arise when you get rid of something or stop doing something. What products or services emerged when these questions were asked? What if people didn't have to leave their houses to go groceries shopping? What if you could buy something without leaving your car? Okay. So, yung mga yun is, ang idea trigger is, what could I get rid of or reduce that would eliminate something my customer has to do? And as a result, give the customer more than he or she expected. Ako, wala man ako masyadong maisip dito. Pero, ang ibig lang sabihin nito, paano kapag pag may tinanggal ako sa isang product or service, mas maging okay or it will be better for the customers. For example, for example, discount. Okay. Discount. What if I remove the handle? Will it be better or not? So, example lang naman yun. Pero, siguro mas okay na meron talagang ng hawakan para hindi mainit, ganyan. Pero what if tanggalin ko to, tapos pakapalin ko yung yung paligid nitong cup. Di ba meron yung sa Shopee, yung double wall glass? Hindi ako nahulog. Meron tayong bloopers. Okay. And yung last is yung rearrange or reverse. One of the best examples of this technique is itong rearrange or reverse is change the order, sequence, pattern, layout, plan, scheme, regroup, or distribute. So, ang idea trigger natin dito class is what can you rearrange or reorder in the way your product or service appears or the way businesses in your industry usually look or are decorated or located. So, usually daw ito mga reverse psychology or paradox to challenge old ways of thinking, redesigning, di ba? Yung parang you rethink of something na okay, yung parang upside down house, actually, reverse nga yun, na parang you think of something na ito yung design niya, pero what if I change it? Okay, na parang iisipin mo i-rearrange yung order, yung change ng yung itsura niya, gano'n. So, the next one class is all about process for organizing creative thinking. Was developed by Graham Wallace. So, there might be out there na mga business that you could try. So, creative business owners similarly question and challenge the way things appear to see. So, parang yung previously na, ibahin mo, rearrange mo, ganyan. Creative business owners similarly question and challenge the way things appear to see if they can find a new way of doing things. When you see a highly innovative business, don't think that there is something especially magical or lucky about the entrepreneur or situation. It is more likely that the person or team behind the business has been using a process for organizing creative thinking developed by Graham Wallace. So, meron tayong 4 steps dito. Okay. So, meron tayong preparation, exploring the problem or opportunity from all directions. Totoo yun. Parang, you think of something na, kunyari, meron tayong pandemic, you think of it as a positive one for you to start a business kasi mas marami use yung mga tao. Okay. Second is incubation, thinking about the problem or opportunity in a not conscious way, putting it back on the burner, so to speak. Okay, kumbaga parang wag mo siyang, ang incubation class is wag mo siyang i-overthink. Parang gano'n. Illumination, the light bulb comes on and ideas begin to flow. Ayan. So, ito, from preparation, incubation, pag after mo ng incubation, nagkakaroon ng light bulb. Tanan! Okay. And of course, yung verification, the testing of the idea and reducing it to its most exact form. So this process daw class is very useful when you want to explore a business problem such as why you lost a customer or when you identify opportunities for your business such as new markets or features for your product line. If you can pinpoint what stage of the creative process you are in, you can guide yourself to an innovative solution by looking at things from different perspectives and allowing the issue to simmer in the background for a bit. So this technique has worked for many famous creative people, such as from Leonardo da Vinci and si Albert Einstein. Okay. So next one is the 5 major pitfalls. So yung 5 major pitfalls natin class. Pitfalls are something na para siyang bangin na these are the traps that you should avoid. Okay, lalo na kapag nag-create kayo ng business idea. Okay, number 1, at nung binasa ko to, parang I am guilty about it. Na parang, ay, maganda siya, sige, push natin. Agad-agad. So, that big problem na kaagad yun. So, number 1 is when a problem or identifying the wrong problem. So, when a problem doesn't stay solved or an opportunity doesn't pan out as expected, it could be that the wrong problem was defined. So, basically, for example, isang, sa isang business na nalaman mo na tumataas yung cost and you do something. Tapos, ang nangyari is you identified the cost, but hindi siya naging okay. So, ibig sabihin, hindi mo na kita or hindi mo identify yung right problem, right specific problem para ma-solve mo siya. Right? So, ibig sabihin, sabi ko nga, if you cannot identify the problem, you do not know where to start or what to solve. Right? So, wag kayong mag-jump into conclusion na ito yung problema, ito yung solve natin. Parang gano'n. Kasi may isang problema dyan na root cause ng lahat. Okay? So, the second one is judging ideas too quickly. At many business meetings, when someone suggests a new idea or approach, when the first reaction you hear is, "We've tried that before and it didn't work," the boss will never do it. It's not in the budget or the frequently heard, yes, but people tend to judge ideas prematurely before they take the time to ask what's right about this idea or what could this be made better. Ito naman sa akin, ito something na yung example natin dito, yung parang judge ka, ay, hindi yan maging effective, hindi yan maging so hindi na siya na-push. But pwede rin baliktad na-judge mo siya yung idea at hindi mo na-push mo kaagad, pero hindi pala siya maganda. Okay? Because you are too quick to judge that it is the right idea for you. So, yon. The third one is stopping with the first good idea, which is related sa sinabi ko na dahil meron kang first idea, yun na kaagad yung ipupush mo without even looking at other alternatives na pwedeng mas okay or mas maganda. Okay. So, the fourth one is failing to act. Itong failing to act is sobrang ano talaga to. Sabi nga nila yun nga, strike when the iron is hot. So, ibig sabihin, if you did not push the idea, wala kang magagawa. It's all about risk-taking, di ba? If you did not, or if you fail to, or you did not act upon it, ibig sabihin, hindi mo tinry, hindi mo nagawa, kaya hindi mo rin alam yung result. Okay? It's like overthinking, pero hindi mo naman alam. Parang in-overthink mo siya, pero hindi mo siya try. So, hindi mo alam yung magiging result niya kung okay ba siya or hindi. Okay. And the fifth one, the five to the last major pitfall class is the obeying rules that don't exist. We sometimes put obstacles in front of ourselves because we think we can do something. When in fact, there is no reason we can't. May mga time kasi na, ay, hindi pwede yan kasi nga, hindi sila yung mga hindi, mga ganun, yung parang masyado tayong na-enclose sa idea na hindi siya pwede, kaya hindi natin siya ipopush. So, sana hindi tayo may-stuck dyan. Okay. So, now, how do we now screen ideas? Okay. So, meron tayo ditong tinatawag na really big idea, RBI screen. So, it's a fast technique for making initial assessment called screens of prospective business ideas based on the 5 questions. So, galing naman to kay Alex Bruto, may Graham Wallace kanina, meron ding Alex kanina Osborne, right? So, ito si Alex Bruto naman. So, the first question that you should ask is, who are you? What is your or your team's relevant experience or knowledge? So, may mga time kasi na kailangan mo screen yung ideas mo based on what you know or your skills, right? Your expertise. Second is offering. What are you offering? What is the product or service or experience? Okay, the third one is customer. Whom are you referring to? Who is your customer? What makes the buying decision? Who makes the buying decision? How many buyers are there? Kung parang na kasi nagma-market research dito para malaman mong ideas na maganda. Okay. 4 is value proposition. So if you can remember, your marketing value proposition is the set of benefits na makikita mo dun sa offering. So why do they care? Will it be important to the buyers or users? Will they be happier with your offering than their current substitutes or alternatives? Fifth is distinctive competencies. Do you have any key or core science or technology for a feature? So do you have something special? Do you have a competitive advantage? Do you offer something new with better technology, better quality, better support, better features, or even less cost? Kaya mag-offer ka ng less price? Ganyan. Okay. So how do you make sure that idea is something that is realistic or something na viable? So meron tayo ditong tinatawag na feasibility. Kaya tayo merong feasibility is it is the extent to which an idea is viable and realistic, and this extent to which you are aware of internal and external forces that could affect your business. So, kaya ka malalaman mo yung feasibility kapag measure mo yung internal forces and external forces. It is like your SWOT, di ba? And here we will talk about 2 major approaches to checking feasibility: the business model canvas and the classic feasibility study. Usually, sa feasibility studies natin class, ang ginagawa natin is yung classic feasibility na may parts. So, makikita ninyo yun later on. Okay. So, this is the business model canvas na tinutukoy natin. So, meron tayo ditong key partners, key activities, value propositions, customer relationship, customer segments, resources, channels, cost structure, and revenue streams. Although this is not the canvas na pinakita doon sa ano nyo, this is something similar, pero ito talaga yung original. And this is something close to my heart because my thesis actually is all about the business model. So, if you are, syempre nagtitake kayo ng thesis ngayon, pwede nyo explore yon. If you want that, pwede nyo akong i-consult about that is tungkol sa, ang ano namin kasi, ang thesis namin is all about the business model of Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific. We compared the business model of these airlines kasi may dalawa kasi during that time nung nag-thesis kami, parang nagbo-boom pa lang yung Cebu Pacific noon. And kinumpara namin yung performance nila to check which business model is better, which business model um ang mas mataas ang performance in terms of sales, profit, ganyan. So tiningnan din namin doon, may business model kasi ang full service carrier just like Philippine Airlines and low cost carrier just like Cebu Pacific na pero ang Cebu Pacific nakita namin na naging hybrid siya or just the mix of both business models. So, yun. So, this is the business model canvas. At actually, ano niya daw niya to, anong tawag doon? Mini-mirror niya yung RBI screen natin. Ayan. So, meron tayo ditong customer segment. So, this builds from your customer workup in the screening process. So, sabi nga dito, there is more than one type of customer. Pwedeng individuals, corporations, ganyan. So, each type of customer segment each type is called a customer segment, and each will have a different problem and need a solution and value proposition that fits his or her situation. So, you are likely to end up having multiple copies of the canvas, one for each customer segment. So basically, kapag ganito ang gagamitin nyo, different customer segments, different canvas kasi iba-iba yung maging approach or maging content ng canvas na to. The second one is the problem. So a problem is also called pain. It is faced by customers that you are seeking to solve. So a variant of pain is your customer's dreams of better ways or things, which is called a gain. Okay, so you wanted to have a variation of pain, which is gain. Okay, ito yung mga gusto ng mga tao na mas mabago nila, ganyan, pwede mong exploit yun. The third one is the solution. Okay, so here is what your offering goes. How you plan to handle the problem-solving pains or create gains for your customers. Ayan, so meron kang customer, ano ang problem nila, what is the solution? So the solution is actually offering the product or service that you will be introducing to the market to solve their problem. Okay. Fourth is value proposition. Now that you have their offering, okay, next is your value proposition. This also comes from the screening, which also differ from each customer segment. What will make your solution the best available fit to what the customer wants or needs? If you can go back to your ebook, meron doong parang graph ng RBI screen, tapos parang may maliit na diagram. Ito rin yun. Ito pala business model. Kaya natuwa talaga ako. Ayan. So the fifth one is your channel. So how will you get your product or service to the customer? Selling directly is great, but is often expensive or hard to get going. So if you're selling through others, how do you arrange to be heard or seen by your customers? So dito mo titignan, how do you sell your product? Is it through distributor, meron kang wholesaler, or direct, meron kang stall, or something like that? Okay. Six is customer relationship. It's the best customers are best one that buy again and recommend you to their friends. So the product or service is part of it, but most often it is the way you treat and take care of your customers that makes the great difference. So customer relationship is really important. As a consumer, as a customer lagi, hindi ako talaga, kahit masarap pa yung pagkain ng restaurant, if the customer service is not good, I will not go back, as in. So revenues, how do you make money solving the problem and selling it to your customers? So, meron tayong tinatawag na freemium. So, there are ways kasi on how you can get your revenues. So, freemium. Ang freemium parang siyang free premium. Okay? madalas sa Spotify is a freemium. Meron siyang free, pero meron ka din pwede ka magbayad na premium talaga, right? So freemium models give you something and let you buy add-ons. Subscription models have ongoing streams. Big ticket items like cars offer additional services such as finance, extended warranties, dealers get more of your car dollars. Yun. Okay, the next one is key resources. It answers the question, what great thing do you or your firm have that no one else does? Okay, so that is your key resources. Yung key activities naman natin is what will be the most important activities in your business. The ones most central to your doing the job right and making the firm successful. Take the value proposition and ask yourself, what has to happen to deliver the value you're promising your customers? For a restaurant with a food focus, it means the food has to be the best it can be. For a restaurant that wants to be the best place to be, decor and location may be the keys to delivering on the promise. So what are the key activities that are really important in your business? So it answers that one. Okay, yung next is your key partners. Your key partners, so few startups can do everything themselves. So as individuals and organizations, that can help you make you successful and able to deliver on the promise in your value proposition. So as the term itself, partners, usually class ito yung iyong mga suppliers, ganyan, or even yung mga accountants inyo, mga attorney na pwede yung makausap, mga sources ng raw materials, mga ganyan, manufacturer, basta mga connections, mga dito na pumapasok ang yung mga partners na very relevant in your business. Okay. The next is your cost. Many of the other boxes require actions or purchase to achieve their end. So when we consider all these costs and the other general costs of any startup, what are the costs? We compare this cost to the revenues and make an initial assessment of the profit potential of the business. So cost structure and revenue streams usually magkasama yan kasi in order for you to push the business, kailangan mas mataas yung revenue kaysa cost structure, right? Okay. So, the next one is the classic feasibility. So, the classic feasibility class is, ito yung ginagawa natin ng feasibility study na mayroong format, ganyan. So, the first one is the business idea. So, kasama dito ang inyong description of the business. Okay, kindly read this in Exhibit 4.2 dahil nandun yung complete. So, babanggitin ko lang yung parts niya. The description of your business, you, your firm, and your fit. Okay, so yan lahat ay the business idea, kasama sa business idea. The second one is product or service. So, kasama dito yung unique features, benefits, limitations, stages of development, legal restrictions and rights, insurance requirements, trends related to the product or service, production or service delivery costs. Yan. So, kasama lahat yan sa product or service. The third one is industry and market. So, kasama dito ang current industry, market potential for this industry, the competition, your customers, kasama dyan. Okay, especially your target market penetration. Okay. Pinaka nahihirapan usually yung mga estudyante sa feasibility study yung financial projections because you're going to forecast na your future sales, basta mag-forecast kayo ng financial statement. Pero hindi ko alam kung papagawa dito. Feeling ko hindi, pero we'll think about that. So, kasama dito yung pricing, sales revenue forecast, and kung ipapagawa yung mas simple. Sales revenue forecast, cost forecast, gross profit, operating expenses, profitability, ganyan. So, makikita mo dyan yung forecast ng profits mo for 3 years, 5 years, ganyan. Okay. And of course, yung 5 is yung future action plan. How much is your startup capital, sources of startup capital, yan, and other future information needed. So, yan lahat yan ay mga parts ng classic feasibility. Pero if I can remember it right sa atin, merong introduction, market study, technical study, financial study, mga yon. So, ibig sabihin, nahahati siya. May operations, merong marketing, merong finance, ganyan. So, meron din yung tungkol sa HRSA. Okay. And of course, the last one and the last slide here is on how you can keep on being creative. So, feeling ko ito yung mas gusto natin. That is something na ma-apply natin in real life. So, once we have generated your business ideas, screened them, and evaluated a few of them to find one that is feasible, you have completed the opportunity identification and evaluation process. But this process never really ends. Even after you are well on your way into starting business, and even after your business is successful and you have met your initial goals, the nature of entrepreneurship in small business is that you will always be on the lookout for new opportunities. Remember that, lalo sa Tikim, if you can remember, yung never rest on past laurels. Continue to improve. Okay, never rest on your achievements. Dapat talaga continuous yung paghanap mo ng ideas because in this very dynamic na nag-iba yung preferences ng mga tao, kailangan patuloy yung pag-generate mo ng ideas. Okay? You do not stop in something na alam mong magbabago. Parang Nokia, di ba? Kaya siya nalugit. It's because nagstay siya doon sa alam niyang tama or alam niyang okay. Pero hindi siya nag-go with the flow or nag-go with the environment. So what are the ways? Read magazines or trade journals outside your area. Okay. Usually ako nagbabasa ako sa yung mga business side mga news sites, mga Inquirer, Manila Bulletin, may mga business doon. So pwede niyong tingnan. And sa YouTube din, okay din. Invite someone you never included before to a meeting at which you are solving a problem or searching for a new opportunity. Your supplier or a friend who works in different field. Ask someone. Help. Sabi niya, help helps. Have a scan the environment day. We should discuss the trends and happenings that could impact your business. Ay, gusto ko to. Have a scan the environment day na hindi usually na ginagawa ng mga tao. At hindi nila tinitignan yung trends. Ano bang mga ganap? Ano bang pwede natin incorporate? Mga ganyan. Try a mini internship. Ask a colleague or friend if you can spend a day at his or her business to see what you can learn that may be applicable to yours. Sa akin, nag-immersion talaga ako sa bagoong manufacturer para makita ko kung how they operate things, ganyan. So, yun yung isa sa way ko para mag-research din. Okay, instead of trying to simply sell your products or service, for customers, put yourself in their shoes and ask them what frustrates them most or what problems they can seem to solve then relate to your business. So yun, as a, hindi ko alam kung bakit may mga ganito na mababa yung customer service nila, ganyan. Kasi parang, it's just putting yourself in the shoes of the customers. Ay, kapag ikaw ba ang customer, magagalit ka, or di ba ganun? So, try to use the point of view of your customers. Okay, and of course, redesign your work environment. Gusto ko to. This doesn't have to cost a bundle or modeling or even redecorating costs. Kasi daw, kapag depende rin daw yung creativity mo sa environment mo. So, mas nakaka-spark daw ng creativity kapag yung wall mo ay ganito yung kulay or meron kang nire-decorate mo siya, parang alam mo something new, mababago mo rin yung perspective mo or something like meron kang table tas ang gulo-gulo pero after mo ayusin yung table mo, nakaisip ka ng something new or something like that. So, that is actually redesigning your work environment. So, i-arrange mo yung yung upuan, yung mga tables, mga ganyan. So, I think that is the end of our discussion. Ayun. So, sorry, hindi ko na siya kinot para maging dalawang video. So, I hope you have learned a thing or two. You can comment your takeaways, but we will be discussing this next week also to have a recap of what we have discussed today. So for any questions, you can always comment down below or you can message me in our MS Teams groups or in Messenger. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you have learned something about it. And of course, this is all uh, about coming up with a business idea. So your assignment is to come up with a business idea that you can use for your business plan. So my core idea about this is something the pandemic related. It may not solve the problem, but it will make lives it will make lives better, di ba? People's lives better. So yun yung general idea ko. So if you can think about business ideas that is visible, okay, please do so. So that is your assignment as a group. Okay, that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Um, I hope na magamit niyo ito sa inyong pagkakaroon ng brainstorming, screen ideas, etc. Okay, thank you. Bye.